Hey y'all, it's X, and Merry Christmas to all of you guys. This video is going to be a little bit late. I was away celebrating with my family, and I didn't really get this idea until like the day of Christmas, so I'm recording this as soon as I get home. But Merry Christmas again to all of you guys. But I came up with this very, very interesting idea, and as you can see, I'm controlling the Baltimore Ravens, and for whatever reason, they're a 97 overall team. Because I thought, what if every single team that played a Christmas game this season just combined, and let's see if we could win a Super Bowl with them. So my thought process with this was basically just the Baltimore Ravens probably have the best roster out of the four teams. It was the Ravens, Chiefs, Steelers, and Texans, right? So I was just like, yeah, those four teams are solid. And I kind of decided I'm just going to build this off of the Ravens and kind of fill the gaps that they need. So I'm just like, if any of these teams have a better player, we're going to upgrade them. So, yeah, let's go over the team. Lamar Jackson's our quarterback, Derrick Henry's our running back. These are the only two positions that didn't change at all because the Ravens have the best running back in the game, and right now the best quarterback is Lamar. And also, I didn't want to rob the Chiefs of Mahomes. Like, I still wanted them to be competitive because it is the Chiefs, right? And we are taking a lot of their teams, you guys will see. But yeah, let's keep going. So Nico Collins is going to be our wide receiver 1. Got him from the Texans. Zay Flowers is still going to be the 2. George Pickens is going to be the 3. And then we just grabbed DeAndre Hopkins because why not? But actually, I grabbed DeAndre Hopkins first, and I was just like, I feel like I would rather have George Pickens. So I just kept them both. Offensive line, we took Laramie Tunsil to replace Ronnie Stanley. I wasn't going to cheat and kind of do things like, oh, let's switch Ronnie Stanley to right tackle and grab Laramie Tunsil. No, I went with pretty much if they play the actual position, I would grab them. So for the same reason that we don't have Tyler Linderbaum, but we have Creed Humphrey now. Joe Tooney, Trey Smith, basically just the Chiefs interior. And then we kept Roger Rosengarten because it was basically for right tackles, because injuries are on for this. It was basically between Rosengarten and the Texans right tackle, Titus Howard, because Jawan Taylor's bad for the Chiefs. And the Steelers are Fautanu's hurt. So it would basically be like Broderick Jones. So I ended up just keeping Rosengarten because he's been pretty solid this year. We kept Mark Andrews at tight end. Again, didn't want to rob the Chiefs. We don't really need to upgrade tight end. And obviously we kept Isaiah Likely as well. So for the defense, this defense is insane. We grabbed... So we'll start with the defensive line. So I did kind of have to cheat. For the sake of wanting to include more Texans players, because there's only 2 on this defense, I did move Will Anderson to an outside linebacker just because of the scheme. So that was really the only reason. Otherwise, I would have just gone with like Alex Highsmith because he would have been the actual best edge rusher in this scheme. But I already had T.J. Watt, and like I said, I just wanted more Texans representation. So we grabbed Will Anderson. I think he is a better player. I don't know. But yeah, we have Will Anderson, T.J. Watt, obviously from the Steelers. Patrick Queen is back on the Ravens, reunited with Roquan Smith. And then for our defensive line, we grabbed Cam Hayward and Chris Jones, and we kept Nnamdi Madubuike. Why did I struggle to say his name so many times? That's a problem. Corners, we grabbed Derek Stingley, Trent McDuffie, and then we have Marlon Humphrey in the slot. And we just kept Nate Wiggins because why not? He's been really, really solid this year as a rookie. I was definitely wrong about him because you guys know going into the draft last year, I did not really have a lot of faith in him. But he's performed really well for the Ravens. And then we also grabbed Minkah Fitzpatrick to play free safety because that was probably the biggest upgrade that we needed. And then obviously Kyle Hamilton is still our strong safety. For specialists, we locked it in with Zay Flowers in the slot. Obviously Derrick Henry is the running back for both spots. Marlon Humphrey is going to be our slot corner. T.J. Watt and Will Anderson. Yeah, Will Anderson off the edge. Chris Jones, Cam Hayward, Madubuike up the middle. Roquan, Kyle Hamilton, and Patrick Queen are going to be your sub linebackers. So we're going to go probably just like to the midseason mark. This is going to be a pretty fast video. We might jump in with some gameplay in the playoffs. This team 100% should make the playoffs. We're keeping it with the Ravens scheme. The Ravens perform really, really well in the sim most of the time. And, I mean, might be the greatest team in NFL history. But we are going to play... I think I am going to play with injuries off. It would be fun to experiment with injuries on, but also I don't really want to deal with that nonsense. All right, and now that you guys have seen the team, I'm just going to see you guys at the midseason mark, and we'll see how we're doing. Okay, so I thought this team could have gone undefeated. We are 4-3 at the midseason mark. I want to see why this is. You can take a look at like where team ranks. So, I mean, we have a very, very good offense, but our defense is horrible. Our defense is letting up a lot of points per game. I mean, we're scoring a lot, 31.7 per game, but our defense is not great. It is because we're in a 3-4. I mean, we can take a look at some of these stats, see how we're doing. Lamar looks really, really good. 15 touchdowns to 1 pick, and then he's also running really, really well. 300 yards, 8 touchdowns on the ground. Derrick Henry, 506. Nico's looking really good. I've always said that the Ravens needed a Nico Collins type wide receiver. Like, they have Zay Flowers, they have Nelson Aguilar, they have Rashad Bateman, they have Tez Walker, but none of those guys are really like possession receivers. You just need a big body that Lamar can just throw to. Like, I know Mark Andrews is that guy, but like, I don't know. I feel like they also needed that on the outside. The offensive line has performed pretty well. Defensively, I mean, we're still getting decent enough sack numbers. It's not horrible. I mean, and the interception numbers are good too. I mean, I don't really want to change this, but I mean, the defense is really bad. I might switch it to like Steelers or something. Like, what is the best 3-4 defense right now? Let me take a look. All right, so yeah, the Steelers do look really good. So I'm just gonna switch to Steelers defense, which is fair because they are technically one of the teams as a part of this video. So I mean, if I really wanted to cheese it, we could use like Chiefs playbook for offense as well. I'm not gonna do that because I think the Ravens are still very, very good in this game. But yeah, we are gonna switch to Steelers defense just because I know that they have a pretty solid. They usually perform pretty well in the sim. So what do we need? It's base 3-4, I think. All right, nice. So yeah, we're gonna swap to that, and hopefully the rest of the year ends up going better. So I'm gonna see you guys at the playoffs, which we should make. All right, so we went on a crazy win streak. We ended up losing our last game here to the Browns, but we ended up going 13-4 after starting the season 4-3. So that's a really great ending after switching the playbooks. But let's see who ended up being the first seed. It's still the Chiefs. We took half of their team, and they are still the best team in the league. We'll take a look at some of the stats as well. I do want to take a look at some of our best games because we had some crazy ones in here. I did start going like game by game after the midseason mark. So I'm really, really interested to see how we did. So we'll take a look at just the whole schedule. And let's see like what our best performances were. Not preseason, regular season. 42-27 here against the Bills. Lamar had a good game. 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns. He thinks he's Josh Allen. That's insane. That's a crazy Lamar game right there. What else? Wow, we lost 35-49 to the Bengals. 42-13 here to the Commanders. Lamar, great game. Ran for another 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Roquan had a pretty good game. Sack and a half for TJ Watt. 35-7 here against the Broncos. Lamar, great game. Ran another touchdown in. Mark Andrews went off. Nico went off. George Pickens went off. Even Zay Flowers in the slot was really good. Any sacks for the guys? Cam Hayward with 2. Will Anderson. Yeah, I mean, this team is insane. Pick for Derek Stingley. The main one that I wanted to see here was 52-7 against the Giants. 320 yards, 5 touchdowns for Lamar. Oh, they still have Daniel Jones. That's unfortunate. And Lamar ran for another. Lamar had 7 total touchdowns. Lamar has to win MVP, right? That's insane. Lamar has to win MVP. Like, he has to. We're one of the best teams in the league. Of course, the Chiefs and their voodoo are still first seed. But, like, I mean, I didn't even see him at any of the stat leader spots. But, like, I mean, come on. 4,300 yards, 35 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Rushing-wise, he had 17 touchdowns? That's the greatest season any quarterback has ever put up. No disrespect to Derrick Henry, by the way. 1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns, 5.3 per carry. He was amazing. Lamar Jackson turned into football Jesus. What am I looking at? He ended up having 5,000 total yards, 52 touchdowns to 6 turnovers. What? That has to be MVP. Has to be. This is the craziest quarterback season I've ever seen. Receiving was really, really balanced, by the way. Only 1,000-yard receiver. Nico Collins, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. Mark Andrews, 804. Zay, 804. 708 for George Pickens. He was really good in the red zone. 404 for Derrick Henry. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen him catch that many passes. Blocking, curious to see. Yeah, the offensive line is incredible, obviously. Oh, yeah, after switching to Steelers defense, we were incredible. 18 TFLs for Chris Jones, 16 from Cam Hayward, 14 for Will Anderson, 11 from TJ Watt. Sacks, 16.5 from Watt, 10 for Will Anderson, 6 for Chris Jones, 5.5 for Hayward, 5 for Namdi, 3 for Roquan. What about picks? 3 for Roquan, 3 for Minka, 2 for Kyle Hamilton, 2 for Ardarius Washington, 2 for Patrick Queen, 1 for TJ Watt, 1 for Derek Stingley, and 1 for Marlon Humphrey. Offensively, we ended up being first. Before we check out awards, I do want to see how our defense improved. Oh, yeah, incredible. We ended up becoming the best defense in the league. As soon as we switched the playbook, we became the best defense in the league and only allowed 18.8 points per game. Best offense in the league. Best rushing offense in the league. Best run defense in the league. 4th best passing offense in the league. This is a Super Bowl team right here. Now, let's check out the awards, because I know everybody's probably been waiting for that. Oh, wait, actually, we'll check out weekly awards, too, because I do want to see that. Okay, week 4 for Lamar Jackson. Week 9, Lamar Jackson and Cam Hayward. Great games. Lamar Jackson again, week 15, that Giants game that we talked about. 7 touchdowns. And then week 17, another great game. Now, yearly awards, MVP obviously goes to Lamar Jackson. He had to win it. 52 touchdowns, 17 rushing touchdowns is what really caught my eye. That's insane to me. Coach of the year went to Andy Reid. That sucks. Wow, we're all the way at 9? Come on. AFC Offensive Player of the Year had to go to Lamar. Any other Ravens up here? Derrick Henry at 5. That's probably a deep boy. Oh, TJ Watt gets robbed by an outside linebacker. Come on. TJ Watt. Nobody else up there, though. Wow. Probably not going to get any rookies. Lamar, best QB. Derrick Henry, 2nd for running back. We might see, Nico Collins at 8 for receivers. Creed Humphrey, best lineman. Trey Smith, number 3. Nice. D-line, probably not going to get anybody because all of our guys are linebackers. TJ Watt, Will Anderson, both of them top 5. And then DBs, we didn't get anybody. All right, so let's hop into the playoffs here. We do have the Dolphins in our first game. I feel like we should beat them. We're going to hop in just for safety reasons, but I don't think we should struggle against this team at all. All right, so jumping in here, we score on our first drive, and going into the second quarter here, we score again. Dolphins still haven't scored yet. We are up 21-0 going into the second half. Yeah, like I said, we should wipe the floor with them. It shouldn't even be close. They finally score, but we make it 28-7, 35-7, and 42-7, and we absolutely destroy the Dolphins. Yeah, Tua did not have a chance. He threw 2 interceptions. Lamar didn't throw any. Lamar ran for 3 touchdowns. Dude, Lamar might be the best quarterback in Madden. This is insane. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback put up these crazy numbers. I didn't even think Ravens' offense was that good until now. I might start running that when I can get good running backs and quarterbacks and rebuilds. Receivers did pretty well. Wasn't really a passing game for us. We just very much a defensive game. Pickford, Stingley, and Hamilton. Let's move on to next week. All right, and we're taking on the Bills here. Obviously, we had some weekly awards. We got Lamar Jackson. Oh, the Texans still made the playoffs, even missing half of their team. That's actually really interesting to see. Did all 3 of our teams make it? Yeah. Steelers playing the Chiefs. Texans lost to the Steelers. And us and the Chiefs. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, all of their teams made the playoffs still, even missing all of their players. That's pretty cool. All right, jumping in here, we score on our first drive. That's a good sign. And it doesn't look like we're playing great defense here, but we only light up 3, so that's pretty solid. Offense is kind of stalling a little bit here. It's happening for both sides. It's still 7-6 going into the fourth quarter here. And now 14-14 going into the fourth quarter. We make it 21-14. And in a close game, we do end up pulling out the win against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Interesting to see how this game went. Lamar did throw a pick, but was really, really good. Besides that, 5 incompletions, held Josh Allen to no touchdowns. That's pretty cool to see. Lamar did still find a way to rush for a touchdown, and Derrick Henry ran for one as well. It was not a very offensive-heavy game, but we got the job done. And what a better way to fight for our Super Bowl spot than having to play the 14-3 Kansas City Chiefs. The fact that we could take pretty much their entire offensive line, their best receiver, their best D tackle, and their only good corner, that's insane. That is kind of insane. Also, how did Derek Stingley lose his starting spot? Come on, dude. Nate Wiggins is a star. Man, he's already an 82 overall, and he's not even really playing. That's actually pretty cool. We are a 99 overall team now. That's pretty cool to see. Roger Rosengarten's an 81 after the season. His development's going really well. That's really good. I mean, the morale is up for everybody. Everything looks great. Can we beat the Chiefs is the question. The nerf, I actually just want to see their team. I actually just really want to see their team now, because I know it's the playbooks, right? Like, I've played Madden for long enough to know that their playbooks is what carries them. What do they still have? Like, Lamar, or like, yeah, you have Xavier Worthy as your best receiver now. Wow. How did he get to an 85? I guess whatever his rating in real life is translated over a full season. They have Rashad Bateman, Rashae Rice. Tight end, they still have Kelsey. Kingsley Suamatae at tackle. Patrick McCarry at guard. Tyler Linderbaum still a good center, but Daniel Faalele, like, that's a big drop off from Trey Smith and Joe Tooney. And then at right tackle, it's still bad with Jawan Taylor. George Karlaftis stayed. I mean, D tackle, you have Michael Pierce now instead of Chris Jones. We didn't take any of their linebackers because we didn't really need them. And now Brandon Stevens is your best corner. Like, there's no way that this team should actually be this good. But they are. And it is what it is. It's the Chiefs. This is the perfect storybook matchup. Let's hop in. Alright, and here we are against the Chiefs. We do score on our first drive and hold them. I don't know why I keep just doing quarter. Let me just do the whole game. And we are now up 14-0. Chiefs still haven't scored yet. Third quarter time now. They still haven't scored. Our defense is playing amazing. We're up 28-0. And I think that's the game. 31-0. We shut out the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. That's not what I thought would happen. I thought we were going to lose. Patrick Mahomes threw for 83 yards. If Patrick Mahomes went 9 of 21 for 83 yards and a pick, the world would fall apart. What is this? Lamar only 4 incompletions, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns. I bet he ran for 150. No, he did run for a touchdown, though. Same with Derrick Henry. Keaton Mitchell got in there, which is great to see. I mean, it was clearly a defensive game. A sack for TJ Watt, half a sack for Hayward and Anderson, a pick for Derek Stingley. And we must have just had a great game. That's incredible. On to the Super Bowl we go. Let's see if we can close out this video with a win. And we are going to have a battle of the birds in the Super Bowl. It's going to be us versus the Seahawks. I don't know how the Seahawks made it here of all teams. Let's take a look at their team. I don't know how they could have. It has to just be the same team. They must just be playing really, really well. Kenneth Walker, DK Metcalf, Reek Woolen. Smith and Jake was so good, man. Julian Love, Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy, Ernest Jones, Charles Cross. Geno's playing up to an 83 right now. Yup. That's what it is. It's got to be Geno. He definitely threw for 8K yards, 57 touchdowns for no reason whatsoever. Just the love of the game. But either way, we'll top in with our 99 overall team against their 85. We should destroy them. We might get a little bit of gameplay in here too. Alright, and here we are in the Super Bowl. We start off with a field goal. That's not a good sign. And they're actually making it 10. Okay, it's 10-10 now. Let's hop in on offense next drive. We actually got a pick. We make it 13-10. Alright, we're going to play in here. 4 minutes left. Let's see if we can close this game out. Look at Lamar, man. So inspirational. Oh my gosh. Boye Mafe is in there. Lock in. It's all good. We are an all-pro, by the way, not all Madden, because I ain't doing all that. Oh, Lamar's going to get a big one off here. No, he's not. Okay. 3rd and 8. All right, we're going to go double post here. Hopefully I can just get Mark Andrews underneath here, and that should be enough for the first down. I mean, we're still winning, so we don't really need to stress. I'm going to get Likely here late, and he's going to get the first down. Let's go, Likely. Let's get a Derrick Henry run here. Oh my gosh, that lineman just bowled him over. Derrick Henry, you never go down on the first tackle. What was that? All right, we're on QB wrap here with Lamar. Let's see if we can get something going. Get a block, please. Nice. Upfield, Lamar. All right, 3rd and 1. All right, we're going to try and hit Pickens on a slant here. I wanted Derrick Henry out route. And he catches the ball, gets the first. Let's go. Ooh. Get upfield. All right, Derrick Henry gets about 3. And we wasted our last time out, so we should be able to just run this clock out and get out of here with the dub. And I kind of want to throw a touchdown, so I might risk losing the game because of that. Hold that block, nice. Get off me! What? Why is Derrick Henry not breaking tackles? I don't think I've ever seen this in my life. This looks like it's not going to end well if I try and keep this. But I'm doing it anyways. Oh my god. Yep, it didn't end well. We knew that would happen. Nah, I want to throw it here, bro. Let's stop being scary. We're going to win anyways, so let's stop being scary. 4 verts here. 47 seconds left. All the receivers on the field. Going end zone. D-Hop. D-Hop. Nope. Come on, D-Hop. You have like 98 catching. How do you drop that? In what world are you dropping that? Let's go QB blast because I want to have some fun. Oh, this might be a horrible idea. There's 2 linebackers in the middle of the field. This could be bad. Oh, but it's a great idea. Go, Lamar. 4th and inches. Nah, we go for these every single day of the week. We go QB blast again. I'm that bold. 9 seconds left. Oh, this is a touchdown. Come on, Lamar. 5 seconds. Go, 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 go. Juke. I'm calling that timeout. We're scoring again. We won the game. Unless we throw a pick 6, we won the game. That sounds like I'm going to jinx it. Mark Andrews, wide open. Touchdown! And that's the game. Walk-off Super Bowl dub. Mark Andrews hitting the stanky leg. He looks like he shouldn't be doing that. I don't feel comfortable. Geno Smith threw for 29 yards. Our defense is elite, bro. 3 for 8 for 29 yards. Did Kenneth Walker carry? Yes, Kenneth Walker carried your offense. 9 carries, 108 yards, and a touchdown. That's all they had. Lamar ran for 1. Mark Andrews won the game with that touchdown. Man, that was a tough game. You gave up some sacks. Boye Mafe went off. Sack for Chris Jones. I mean, Super Bowl MVP is definitely Lamar. But that's going to be the video, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. We are so close to 100 subs, by the way. Can we maybe try and hit that before the New Year's? That would be pretty dope. I'm going to try and have this video out as soon as possible. And again, I appreciate the support as always. Love y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace.